All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. Hello, everyone. Again, it is Alicia Hurt here, your servant leader at the Women's Wellness Center. And we are discussing what is a doula? What is a doula? So give me 1 second. Let me get my screen up. Let me get my screen up so you can see it. Go ahead and tag a friend and let them know what's going on here at the Wellness Center here in Bainbridge. We also provide services for virtual doula, and we have partnerships with women throughout the U.S. and also international. So have no fear. We are your one-stop shop to support you through your journey to motherhood. Again, my name is Alicia Hurt. I am the director of I See My Baby. We have our brick and mortar here at 310 South Scott Street in Bainbridge, Georgia. Our telephone number is 229-939-3240. And our email address is info@iseemybaby.org. We are here to support women again in navigating their process to motherhood and beyond. Also for those that are seeking information and support with overcoming infertility, we are here to support you. I'm going to also share this on our page so that way we don't miss anyone. If you have any questions or comments, please enter it in the chat. Also, if you would tell us that you're there, so I know I am not just talking to myself. Let's dive right in for the sake of time. So the objective of this training today is to educate expecting mothers and their partners about the role and importance of having a doula. We're going to highlight the emotional, physical, and informational support provided by doulas during pregnancy, childbirth, and beyond, which is called postpartum. We're going to address common misconceptions about doulas and provide evidence-based insights to empower you as a parent to make informed decisions about your birth experience and beyond care. My computer's moving a little slow. I'm faster than the computer. All right, so what is a doula? We always start with this because there are a lot of folks that have it confused. They're like, are you a midwife? What are you? What's a doula? So let me tell you, a doula is a trained professional who provides continuous physical, emotional, and informational support to a person during birth and shortly after childbirth to help them achieve the healthiest and most satisfying experience possible. And we use those words on purpose. The healthiest and the most satisfying experience possible. And our core values are that we have empathy, have advocacy, we are your advocate, we help with education, we're your teachers and mentors, and we empower you. So the term doula, it starts from the Greek word of doulos, meaning a servant or a helper, right? Historically, women have supported one another during childbirth in various cultural traditions worldwide. So this isn't a new term. This isn't a new concept. It's been around. Women have continuously helped, but we're going to dive into it so you understand how we empower mothers with compassion, again, and with empathy. And we help to increase, right? We help to increase your experience so that way we bridge the gap between your medical team, meaning your doctor, your OB, and also your support team that's coming alongside you. We help to bridge that gap and help you to feel comfortable. We're your dedicated person during the birthing process. So let's talk about the types of doula. Now, we did talk about this the last time, but we didn't dive as deep as we're diving into now. The birth doula, of course, helps with the labor and the delivery. Then we have the postpartum doula, which is the aftercare, and they help with the early stages, early days after you've had the baby. They're there to help you with practical things like washing clothes, washing dishes, maybe if you need to take a nap, if you need help bathing yourself or even the child, we support you in that. Any exercises you may need. In different cultures, women wrap their bellies to help to bring down their bellies and to tighten their womb. They may help with massages. They can help with a plethora of things as practical assistance, and also emotional guidance to reassure you, to help you with being able to be at home, especially as a first-time mom. You're like, oh, am I doing this right? And things of that sort. Then we have the antepartum doula, which specializes in high-risk pregnancies, which if you're required to have bed rest, or if you need additional care, if you need support with your emotional stability and preparation. We have the sibling doula. That's a thing. We support children during a parent's labor and delivery, and we ensure that they feel cared for and included in the entire process. And one way that we are supporting with that, in a kid-friendly way, we have a coloring book out there, and it says, Mommy is having a baby. And it's a way for you to talk through what to expect as mommy's carrying this baby, and so that way your child is involved in it. And if you're interested, you can check our Amazon. You just Google my name, or you can go into Amazon and search my name, and you'll see the coloring book come up. But just a way to include siblings, and that is that doula role, specifically if you need support with your children. Then we have these specialized doulas, which some doulas focus on specific populations, such as if you've had trauma, if you have a disability, they have specialized doulas, right? So I know you probably didn't know all that, and it's a longer list, but we can support you with that. We do an initial intake so that we can understand what your need is, and then we partner you with the appropriate person that can help you depending on your actual circumstance. So what does a doula do? What do we do? So we help again with some emotional support. We provide reassurance and encouragement. We also create a calming and supportive atmosphere, very calming and supportive. We help physically. We assist with comfort measures such as your breathing techniques, which we have birthing classes. I believe we have one coming up, if not this week, next week, to support with those breathing techniques as well. We do massages. We have Miss Deborah Brock here that renders her services to our clients, and you can schedule. She specializes in pregnancy massages, so who wouldn't need and want a massage? And she also helps women just in general. We help with positioning to ease the labor pain, and we encourage movement and for optimal fetal positioning. We have a weekly class here at the Women's Wellness Center, yoga, that supports with that movement and helping you with your positioning to prepare you for having that baby for labor. And we also have once a month, which is coming up February the 1st, our West African dance class. Now that will get you moving, ladies. It will get you moving. And then we have informational support, which is educating our clients about labor processes, medical interventions, and postpartum care. We help families understand that there are options to make informed decisions, not just saying, okay, whatever you want, doc. No, we're going to help you to really understand what they're saying and what does that mean to you based on what your desires are and having that most satisfying experience. We are your advocate. We ensure that your preferences are communicated to the medical team. Maybe, well, there's not a maybe. When you're in high pain and going through things you may not be able to articulate it well or express yourself well, we're there calming and soothing to support you in communicating exactly what your desires are. And we're there to help with your birth plan while adapting to changes as needed. We help with your partner support. So we have a men's program, very new. You can follow that program, and if you are on social media, I will tag them in this live so you can follow that page. We actually having our first men's event tonight. It's called I See My Baby Men's Support Services. And we support your partner. We help them understand the entire process. Okay, I just tagged it for social media. The entire process, the birth plan, how to show up for you, mom, during pregnancy and beyond, the changes that you may go through, the changes that they go through, and how to really talk through those things. Because a lot of time the mother gets all the attention throughout the journey, right? And then it's the baby as the focal point. So you need someone to support your support person, right? Your partner along with you. So you'll have the doula on one end here at the Wellness Center. And then we'll help you and baby early stages postpartum. But then on that partner support, what we do is tap in through the men's support services. So that way we bridge that gap as well. So mom is getting what she needs. We're educating you. We're all coming together for a birth plan. But then that missing piece in a lot of the programs, that missing piece, we have the solution. It is the men's support services, actually spearheaded by Mr. Patroy Reeves. And he comes in and he says, all right, gentlemen, this is fatherhood. This is how I'm going to mentor you. This is how I'm going to help you with your mental state to make sure when things aren't going, how it usually goes in a normal routine, this is how you respond. This is how you show up. So that is how we partner and we support your partner here at I See My Baby, the Women's Wellness Center. So I know I said a lot on that one. I'm just excited about it. And I want to make sure I illustrate it correctly so that you see, because you're like, Alicia, wait a minute, it's for women. Yes, it is. But we also understand that there is a need, there is opportunity to involve your partner so that way they can support you the best way through your birthing experience and also beyond when they get home, right? When you may not one day, like for me, my second child, Anne, I just thought she hated me. And I was crying and carrying on. Every time my husband come home and pick her up, she stopped crying. I'm like, well, and then he reassured me, it's okay, it's fine, go ahead and pump, because she didn't want to latch as well. So that really hurt my ego, as a mom. It's like, you don't want to nurse from me. But he was able to just take her, and to see them today, they still had the same bond. But he was able to show up as a partner. Now, think if you didn't know, you didn't have tools, you didn't have wisdom, right? It would be a fight. It would be, you just don't know. We all frustrated, right? Baby crying, everybody crying and carrying on. So we just provide some tips and resources to help support you and also to help support your partner. All right, so here are the benefits. I've kind of already gone into some of the benefits, but just for the sake of the presentation, we have physical benefits. So if you have a cesarean, we kind of decrease that because we help you with managing your pain. We help you with positioning. If you need a massage, breathing techniques to help keep labor going. So that way it will decrease the risk of having a C-section, or even for women that want all natural births. I desired that initially. And I was like, dang, if I had a doula, maybe it would have calmed me down so my pressure wouldn't be spiking. And they were like, basically, Alicia, if you're going to keep down this natural pathway, the way we're going, we're going to end up doing a C-section. And so I ended up just opting to do medication to get the labor out the way, which the funny part is the epidural came out. So I actually pushed my baby out naturally. Just want to note take that, okay? And they didn't have a chance to put it back in. I was far gone. So yeah, that part. Also, we will help with the shorter labor times and fewer complications, because remember, your medical team, they have many women on their caseload, sometimes 4 to 5 depending on the day and what's happening. And so they have to be, I'll check you and come back, whereas your doula is there with you the entire time, helping you pace and reassuring you. We're your cheerleader, we're right beside you, we're dedicated to you the entire time. So we help with that. Also, the emotional benefit, like I just alluded to, and we increase the satisfaction with the birth experience. We reduce your anxiety and your stress during labor and postpartum recovery. The mental health benefits, we lower the rates of postpartum depression because we show up for you. We're there. We can catch it early. Things that you may say, because we're trained, we say, oh, Just, and we reassure you it's okay. Nursing for the first time, it gets frustrating. It's a challenge. It's like, I want to feed my baby. What's going on? Milk production. I need sleep. I need to shower, things of that sort. So we're there to help you, and that's a benefit. It helps to improve your confidence in your parenting skills. Again, breastfeeding support. So it's higher risk of success based on us supporting you as your doula and giving you tips and tricks and cheering you on. We also have holistic care. So we address the whole person, right? We consider your emotions, your culture, your physical factors in your care. It is not just a one fix all for everybody, one type of service. No, we customize it to our client and what suits your needs and what you need, right? We may have clients that come in where they have everything. This is what I want. Boom, boom, bam, bam, bam. Okay, so we don't have to spend much time on this, but there may be other areas, maybe the breathing technique, maybe the pain, maybe the exercising, maybe it's the water intake that we have to hold you accountable to make sure you understand the importance, right? So we tailor our services to our clients and what they need. Also, improved outcomes. It's evidence-based, and studies show that doula supports leads to better outcomes for both the birthing person and the baby. All right, so let's get into a case study. So, a successful natural birth. So, a first-time mother wanted a natural birth, but was anxious about labor and pain management. So, the role of the doula in this situation would be to provide prenatal education about natural pain relief techniques. Also to use massage, aromatherapy. Ooh, I love some good oils. And guided breathing during labor. Also, the role is to advocate for the mother's preferences when hospital staff suggest interventions in a soft and gentle way. The outcome is that the mother achieves a drug-free delivery and reported high satisfaction with the experience. So here's the takeaway, that the doula's emotional and physical support can empower clients during childbirth, which will foster a sense of control and confidence. So let's dive into the second case study. This one is a high-risk pregnancy. So this one, we're supporting a high-risk pregnancy. Here's a little context, that the mother has gestational diabetes and hypertension and faces potential complications during the birthing process. So the role of the doula would be to collaborate with the healthcare providers. And how do we do that? We're going to be at your appointments with you, right? And then we're going to ensure that the mother's preferences were respected during the birthing process. We provided emotional reassurance during frequent medical appointments, and we help prepare a birth plan that prioritizes safety and flexibility. Now, I want to address the safety part, meaning if the doctor says, like in my instance with my pressure going up for my firstborn, we would say, hey, Alicia, I know your plan was natural. As you can see, and I can see, you are elevated. Let's try these exercises. Let's breathe together. And if that still doesn't bring it down, then we do need to reassess and go down our plan to then say, hey, let's be a little flexible. We don't want a life or death critical situation. We don't want to have to do a C-section or a cesarean. Let's go ahead and do what the doctor is suggesting with the medication. Worst case scenario, then we have to do the C-section, to make sure the baby is delivered safely and that you are safe as well. So the outcome for this particular case study is that a healthy delivery was done by a C-section, with the mother feeling informed, supported, and at ease throughout the process. And the key takeaway is that advocacy and informational support are vital in high-risk pregnancy situations. It ensures families feel empowered despite challenges. If you have any questions, please put it in the chat. And let me check just to make sure I did not miss any questions thus far. Here we go. All right, love this. Oh, thank you so much. I'm a warrior. Thank you so much for the comment. All right, let's go on. Y'all know I'm silly. I like to have fun. Okay, so the third case study is postpartum support. So this is to help with postpartum adjustment. So a family with a premature baby, meaning the baby was born early, so the baby's weight may be, on the lower end, just the baby came out sooner than they should have, right? The baby needs specialized care, experience high stress and anxiety. So that's what the family is going through, the high stress and anxiety because the baby needs specialized care. This baby was born early. And so the role of the doula in this situation would be to provide breastfeeding guidance and emotional support to the parents. Also to assist with household tasks, which enables the parents to focus on their baby, right? When washing clothes, folding clothes, maybe sweeping, mopping the floor, washing dishes, you name it, just to make sure washing bottles, things of that sort. And we offer resources for additional postpartum support services. And remember early on, we talked about the various types of doulas. So as your birthing doula, I still come. I come once or twice after the baby, but then a specialized postpartum doula would then jump in to help you the rest of the way. So the key takeaways, right? Well, I jumped ahead. So the outcome is that the family had reduced stress. They have improved their confidence in caring for the newborn. So with the confidence piece, the doula could have washed the baby and showed them the proper way of washing the baby, that, even though baby's a little small or they're going through the specialized care, you can still do these things. And maybe being alongside the parent, helping them, guiding them, teaching them, reinforcing that they're doing what's right as they care for the baby. I'm also supporting with breastfeeding, so it was successful despite the initial challenges. And the key takeaways is that the postpartum doulas play a critical role in family adjustment, both mental health and newborn care. And I'm going to pause there. Remember, I said we have services for the mom. That's the primary focus. But then we have that wraparound service, the men's support service. So even though you've already had the baby, on the men's support services side, we are still in contact with the dad, coaching him along the way, supporting him, counseling him, motivating him. So that way, both mom is being supported and dad is being supported. And guess what? That means a happy baby and a happy family. All right, let's go into these myths. Let's go into them. Let's debunk them. Okay, so here's one. Doulas replace the medical staff. That's so wrong. We do not replace medical staff, right? Well, the reality is that we complement the medical care team by focusing on non-clinical support. Non-clinical support. We don't check you. We don't give you medicine. We don't readjust the bands and things they put on you to monitor the baby. No, we are there to support you, to inform you, to ensure that you feel comfortable and confident throughout your process. Another myth is only for natural births, that if you're doing a scheduled C-section, you can't have a doula. Nope, that's not true. That's not true. We support in all births, whether it's C-section, whether you have an epidural, we assist in all types of births. The next one is doulas make decisions for the clients. Absolutely not. Okay? We do not. We only empower you. Right? We empower you to make informed decisions. We provide evidence-based information. I also reiterate what you say. So Alicia, let me make sure I hear you correctly. This is what you want. And during the birthing process, you say, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I'm reassuring, let's breathe. You got it. We're going to push through this. Now, remember, You said we're going for a natural birth. So let's remember our breathing techniques. Let's stretch, and I'm helping you along the way and reassuring you and reiterating what the plan was. And then if it gets to a point where you're elevated and you say, no, we can change the plan, then I have that flexibility with you. All right, let's change the plan. This is what we're doing. Let's go. Let's get it through. So that is the role of the doula. We do not make the decisions for the clients. Why a doula is important for mothers. Here we go. Because every mother deserves a birth experience filled with care and compassion. So we have personalized support that we provide you. We have emotional connection, and between the time that we have started our relationship to having the baby, we're gonna be connected. Okay. We're gonna be connected. We help to reduce your stress level because we're calm, we're supportive, and we're there just for you. And we help with informed decisions. We empower you to make those decisions. And then partner support again with I See My Baby Men support services. So that way your partner will show up with the tools that they need. And you'll be like, oh my goodness, he know this term better than me. Well, yes, because at the Women's Wellness Center, we support our partners, right? And then postpartum assistance, even after birth, you're not getting rid of us. You're stuck. We're there to support you with that journey. And then after the baby is about 6 months or so, well, first off, after 6 weeks, we're going to schedule you to come in here to do yoni steaming, right? So that we can help you to detox that womb, right? Tighten up that womb and get things back in order, like how it was before, right? Let's do it. But then even after that, we're still supporting you because now you have to figure out, well, who's Alicia after having a baby? Because it's all about this baby, right? But who's Alicia? How do I push through? How do I make sure my mental is right? How do I get back into the workforce, right? How do I continue to run this business? Or how do I say, no, actually, I want something different for my life? Because that happens after you have a child. Some people are like, nope, I don't want this no more. So what does that look like? So we are here to support you in that at the Women's Wellness Center. All right, so we have reached the end. I know. So doulas provide invaluable support by focusing on the emotional, the physical, and informational needs of families during childbirth and beyond. So our work is to improve the outcomes and foster positive birthing experiences. Now, you can do it on your own. I had all 4 of mine, so I did it on my own. But if I knew what I knew back then, oh man, if I knew, because 2 of my babies out of the 4 were in the NICU. And some of the things that I provide to women, if I had it, I'm like, Lord, you ain't supposed to really look back, but we probably could have counteracted that. We could have caught that. Things could have gone differently if I had just a dedicated person there, especially with the sibling doula helping me adjust because my oldest, she had 3 or 4 years before the next one came, and she couldn't fathom splitting her time, splitting her time with someone else because it's all about me. Like I am just it. So I would have loved that kind of support as well and to kind of prepare her a little better for her sister. So the call to action is to encourage expecting mothers to consider hiring a doula for personalized and compassionate care. And remember that out of probably 90% of insurance companies, we're covered, meaning you don't have to spend money out of pocket for the services that we provide. About 90% of insurance companies. So go ahead, it's the beginning of the year. Pull out your book. If they haven't sent it to you, go online to their website and just look up the doula, and you'll be surprised at all the things that they cover to support you through your birthing experience. In addition to that free breast pump, mental health support, breastfeeding support, all of those things. So definitely check with your insurance provider. We also inspire professionals to explore this fulfilling career path. And we are working on some great things for Bainbridge to support women in becoming certified as doulas because we need more. We need more as we're being populated here, the group that we have here, we needed to expand. So more details to come. And if you are truly interested, reach out to, you can either call us or you can email us. The phone number is 229-939-3240. Or you can email us at info@iseemybaby.org, and we can get some time with you on the schedule and talk about becoming a doula. So this next slide is some tips that we want to give you for mothers and for fathers. So remember to clearly communicate your birth preferences and goals with your doula, because if you do not tell us, we do not know. Ask questions. I always tell my clients, write it down while you're at home. So when you come and meet with me, you don't say, oh, I forgot, I forgot. Write it all down. Ask as many questions as your soul desires, and make use of our knowledge and feel informed and confident. Practice your relaxation techniques and that are suggested by your doula before labor begins. So that way, when it kicks in, it's just natural. You're not trying to figure it out. Like me trying to learn dance steps, counting, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't get this. But if you do it and you practice it, once labor kicks in, it's second nature. You want to trust your instincts and lean on your doula for emotional reassurance. That is why we're there. Also, to plan for postpartum recovery, including meal prep and rest with your doula's assistance. We are here to help you. Now, tips for the fathers. You want to engage with the doula, and I'll put a slash there. Engage with our men's support services as well. We have classes. Like I said, tonight is our first one for the men to come and fellowship with one another and talk through. We're watching the movie The Forge. Well, not we, because I'm not going to be here. I'm not a man. But the men are watching The Forge, and it's really good to talk about fatherhood, what it means to be in a household without a father and how it trickles down, how to change the trajectory of their life, and also winning souls for Christ, and how men can fellowship and bond with one another. So make sure to engage with us here at the Wellness Center, right? So that you can actively support the birthing mother. Be open to learn techniques to assist during labor. So we do encourage you to come to the yoga classes with your wife, partner, so that way you learn those moves as well. So you say, come on, and even at home, you get on that ball with them and things of that sort. Communicate your own needs and concerns with the doula to feel prepared and confident. And use the doula as a guide, also Mr. Reeves, to better understand the birthing process and your role as a man. And provide emotional and logistical support post-birth, ensuring the mother has time to recover and bond with the baby. All right, that's me, y'all. That's me in my yellow dress. So stay connected. Follow us. We are on all social media platforms, including Threads. I just got to figure out how to use it. But we're on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We TikToking, y'all. We're even on Twitter. I got to get that going a little more. So there's no excuse to find us. We are here to support you. Or stop by, again, 310 South Scott Street in Bainbridge, Georgia. We are here to support you all. We love you all. Thank you for your listening ear. If you have someone in your circle, they're pregnant, no matter where they are in that process, how far along, share this with them, because you never know. They may be seeking out support and don't know where to start. This information is a good starting point for them to have a good understanding of what a doula is and what a doula is not. Take care, you guys.